People on both sides are meeting tonight to talk about white supremacist Richard Spencer. The University of Cincinnati agreed to allow him to speak on campus. It happened after he threatened to sue the school if they denied that request. Now to your sides, TJ Parker has both sides of the free speech debate.
Faith leaders here at New Prospect Baptist Church are expecting a crowd tonight to discuss the potential visit of Richard Spencer to Cincinnati. They hope it'll be a bigger discussion as well on race relations within the city.
We don't think you can just allow those kind of messages to come into your city.
Pastor of New Prospect Baptist Church, Reverend Damon Lynch III, and his church will meet with the community tonight to talk about what they'll do if Richard Spencer visits Cincinnati.
As people wrestle with, do you ignore his coming? Do you confront his hatred? I think we clearly believe you can't ignore it. What bothers me most is not him, but the people sitting there who are cheering and giving the Nazi sign. This is 2017, and I know we've come a long way, but obviously we have a long way to go.
On the other side, UC alum Stephen Simpson says Spencer has a right to speak.
I figure by stifling the one side, you're not able to hear both sides to get a fair balance on how you want to look at the situation or the issues.
Simpson isn't necessarily a Spencer supporter, but is an advocate for the First Amendment.
I just wish that both sides would be allowed to be heard without violence, and then make the protest on what you don't like or do like after you hear it.
Now, UC police have told us they're doing an assessment on the safety and logistical needs if Spencer does visit UC. As for that meeting, it's at 6 o'clock tonight right here at New Prospect Baptist Church on Summit Road. In Roselawn, I'm TJ Parker, 9 on your side.
Well, Spencer is speaking tonight at the University of Florida. Governor Rick Scott has already declared a state of emergency ahead of tonight's event. There are concerns of violent protests and counter-protests like what happened in Charlottesville. The Gainesville city manager has also issued an order banning weapons and shields. Well, today is the day Cincinnati will submit its bid for the Amazon HQ2. The new headquarters is expected to bring 50,000 jobs to the winning area, many with big salaries as well. One thing Amazon will be looking for is local talent to fill those job openings. A local expert says Cincinnati has great schools, but there are also other great universities within a short distance.
I think we have the ability to supply that workforce. We have so many solid colleges and universities. If you look around, even draw a 2-hour circle around Cincinnati and look at the talent you have coming out of those schools, there'd be a good pipeline.
Now, competition for the Amazon headquarters is fierce. More than 100 cities are reportedly submitting applications for the headquarters. And some cities are trying some unconventional ways to land the Amazon bid. Kansas City's mayor bought 1,000 items and wrote product reviews. Tucson sent a 15-foot cactus as a gift. And a town near Atlanta offered to rename its name to Amazon. And Birmingham, Alabama has put giant Amazon boxes around the town. That's pretty clever. Here is a check of your 9 first warning forecasts. Jennifer, that weather outside, it just makes me want a hot bowl of chili this morning.
I had a hot bowl of potato soup this morning. So
okay.
I was in the soup trend as well. Ryan, today our radar network is totally dry and temperatures are warming nicely out there again. Here we sit in Cincinnati at 63 degrees. Falmouth is at 62 and West Union already at 65. As we continue through the afternoon, y'all are getting plenty of that sunshine. Highs today, though, make it to the low 70s, so just a little bit warmer. But new here at noon, NOAA has released our winter outlook. So this is going to include December, January, and February. The tri-state errs on the side of wetter weather. Now, does that mean rain or snow? Our temperature outlook runs warmer as well. So it's La Nina. It's like the last couple of years where we get some smaller snow events, but not a lot of the big ones. And if we do see snow, because of the warmer kind of side of temperatures, the snow doesn't last as long. But Ryan, it obviously comes down to each and every event that comes in that we will watch closely here on the 9 First Warning Weather Team.
Jennifer, thank you. More relief has found its way to Puerto Rico. Some much needed supplies arrived at the island today. You see it there, the Coast Guard, FEMA and local aid groups delivered food, water, tarps, and medical supplies to a hospital on the island. Military members also gave out food and water to hundreds of people in need. Power generators also arrived in the city of San Juan. Most of the island's 3.4 million people are still without power. These generators and wind turbines are expected to get the lights back on for at least 300,000 houses. But Puerto Rico's governor says the island still needs a lot of help.
What we're searching for is the best resources for our people so that we can get out of the emergency, so that we can stabilize and we can rebuild again.
You can see the governor is meeting with Senator Marco Rubio. The two lawmakers are urging President Trump to create a high-level task force to help rebuild Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria hit this summer.